Former Penguin football players look to make their NFL dreams a reality.
And Caitlin Shutt shines for the women's golf team.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. What's up, Penguin Nation? I'm John Schiraldi alongside my not nearly as handsome co-host, Michael Yourstowsky. Michael, how you doing today?
Appreciate the compliment. I'm doing okay. Feeling a little under the weather. It's allergy season. But
Yeah, I heard you have the mononucleosis. That's a tough break.
it's been rumored, but nothing confirmed.
Obviously.
I'm fine. I'm
Sources
fine. I'm here. I'm fine.
have not
But
confirmed.
John, you're showing some ankle.
A little
this
scandalous
afternoon.
today on the Penguin Rundown.
Yeah.
We're going with the European cut today.
You want to tell us about the shoes?
I actually got them at Gabriel Brothers for $10, so my fashion acumen ends there.
That's a pretty good deal.
I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah.
But you know what else was a good deal? The softball team picking up a couple wins this weekend. We had track and field doing excellent.
Women's golf.
We really just had a host of Penguins doing fantastic work this past weekend. But I believe we're going to start things off with a little baseball, and we're going to head over to Eastwood Field, see what Coach Dan Bertolini and company were up to. So after a walk-off win against Bowling Green, the baseball team wrapped up their 6-game homestand last weekend. Friday, the second-seeded UIC Flames would sweep the Gwins in a doubleheader at Eastwood Field. Saturday, YSU would look to bounce back versus Milwaukee, dropping Game 1 by a score of 5-2, but rallying for a win in the second game. Jeremy Quinlan went the distance once again, pitching all 9 innings while striking out 7. The senior only gave up 5 hits and 1 earned run on the day, while Webb Charles went 2 for 4 with an RBI, and Lou Cardona also went 2 for 3 himself. This past Tuesday, the team hit the road for the first time in almost 2 weeks, traveling to New York to take on Canisius. YSU picked up the 4-2 win thanks in large part to Padovan, Brightus, and Charles. Sounds a little bit like a law firm. The trio combined for 6 hits and 3 runs, while the bullpen combined for 6 2/3 shutout innings. Joe King would also capture his 4th save of the season. YSU will look to return home next tomorrow to begin a 3-game series with Valparaiso. First pitch set for 5 p.m. at Eastwood Field.
The softball team continued their hot streak last weekend with a sweep over Green Bay. The women won Game 1 of Saturday's doubleheader with a score of 7-0. Freshman Maddie Luss pitched a complete game and picked up her 13th win of the season. They went on to win Game 2 with a score of 10-2. On Sunday, the Gwins won 5-2, and Caitlin Minnie took the circle and struck out 6 while pitching a complete game. Also, congratulations to senior Brittany Moffitt as she earned Horizon League Player of the Week. Second baseman has hit in 7 straight games while collecting 11 RBIs. On Tuesday, the women played host to Kent State, unfortunately losing both games in a doubleheader. However, a bright spot on the day was senior Caitlin Minnie recorded her 300th career strikeout in Game 2 of the doubleheader. The team now sits at a record of 23-26 overall and 11-7 in conference play. Good luck to Caitlin and the entire team as they close out their entire home portion of the season starting Friday and then 2 games Saturday against Cleveland State.
The NFL Draft is tonight, and at least 2 Penguins are projected to get drafted over the next 3 days, with a host of others garnering NFL consideration. Avery Moss and Derek Rivers headline the group of Penguins that are hoping to get a chance to play on Sundays. We had the opportunity to sit down with Derek to talk to him about his pre-draft process and tell us exactly where he'll be the night of the draft.
Honestly, like going into like the Senior Bowl and Combine and stuff, like you get a little more nervous, but like right now it still hasn't hit me yet, believe it or not. So I don't know. Honestly, I think it probably I'll start getting a little anxious, a little more eager by either Wednesday night or the day of for real. My dad got we're doing it right. My dad got a beach house down in Isle of Palm, down in Charleston, South Carolina. So for them 3 days, so we'll be there. So I may or may not be there for them 3 days. Normally how it goes, as soon as you get drafted, that very next day you're on a plane to wherever you're going.
Again, we wish nothing but the best of luck to Derek, Avery, and all the Penguins who look to continue their football careers and make their lifelong goals of playing in the National Football League a reality.
The men's and women's golf team journeyed to Florida this past weekend for the Horizon League Championships. Tough go for the men's team as they placed 8th in the tournament with a total score of 952. Jason McEwen led YSU with a total score of 233, which placed him 24th in individual standings. The women's team had a tremendous Horizon League tournament as they placed 2nd in the tournament. YSU finished 3 strokes behind champion Cleveland State and ended with a 4-stroke cushion over 3rd place Northern Kentucky. Caitlin Schutt shined individually as she claimed the individual title in the Horizon League with a 3-day total of 217. Congrats to Caitlin and the entire golf team on a great season.
As the semester closes and graduation nears, many of our sports programs look to build their teams for the future by adding some new recruits. It started with the men's basketball team. Head coach Jared Calhoun is very excited to welcome 3 new members to the men's team this fall. Standing 6'6" is forward Naz Bohannon. The Lorain, Ohio native led Lorain High School to a 23-3 record for 3 straight seasons in the Lake Erie League Championships. Coach Calhoun also stated that Naz is a very versatile player and will play multiple positions for us. He's a tremendous open court player that really fits our system. Also, being a highly recruited football player, he brings a toughness and plays with a chip on his shoulder. I've said that we need to recruit from the inside out, and Naz, being from Northeast Ohio, is a good start to landing guys in our own backyard. Coming in from Clemens, North Carolina is Jacob Brown. After spending last season at Forest Hill Academy, he was named to the Triad High School All-Star Classic. Coach Calhoun stated that the 6'9" forward has tremendous upside, and he's long and lengthy as well as very skilled. He's a well-rounded player and is a good fit for our style of play. Finally, after spending his last season at Don Bosco Prep, Garrett Covington will take the short trip from Carmel, Indiana to join YSU. The 6'5" athlete has the versatility to play both the guard and forward positions. With his great ball handling skills, court vision, and knockdown shooting, he's very hard to defend. Coach Calhoun is very excited for the way his team is coming together so far, and we can't wait to see what these 3 do in this upcoming season.
April has been kind to the YSU tennis team. The men and women went a combined 12-1 in the month of April, capped off with a pair of wins for each team this past weekend. On Saturday, the men would defeat Green Bay 4-3, edging the Phoenix for the first time in program history. They'd follow up Sunday's W with a gutsy 4-3 win over Marquette. That win improves YSU to an 18-7 overall record, their best regular season in program history, and has earned them the 4th seed in this weekend's Horizon League Championship Tournament. YSU will face the 5th seed Northern Kentucky tomorrow at 11 a.m. The women also made some history of their own, capturing at least a share of the Horizon League title for the 4th straight season with the wins over Green Bay and Milwaukee. YSU shares the regular season title with UIC and Cleveland State. Despite that title, the Gwins will enter the 2017 Horizon League Championship Tournament the #1 overall seed, earning a bye to the 2nd round. They will face the winner of Detroit Mercy and Oakland this Saturday, April 29th, at the Varsity Tennis Center in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
The track and field team competed this past weekend at the Jesse Owens Classic in Columbus, Ohio. The YSU team had a strong outing in the Classic as multiple athletes finished in the top 10 of their events, with 4 placing first. The story of the day belonged to senior Taylor McDonald. McDonald broke the school record for the 400-meter hurdles on Saturday, which was enough to take first place in the event. She passed up former Penguin Jen Schiraldi in the record books by just 1.37 seconds. Schiraldi set the record back in 2015, and McDonald was second behind her before this first-place finish at the Jesse Owens Classic. Other Penguins placing first on the day include Chad Zallo in the 110-meter hurdles, Collin Harden in the 400-meter hurdles, and Jalea Elliott, who won the 100-meter dash. The track and field team will be all over the country again this next week as they compete at the Penn Relays in Philadelphia, the Ashland Alumni Invitational in Ashland, Ohio, and the Hillside Invitational in Michigan.
Do you think you know Youngstown State? We went around and asked you fellow Penguins how well you know YSU. Our very own Angela Formichelli was out in the field for this weekend's segment of Do You Know YSU?
Like 1984.
Started in 1980.
When did the publication of the Jam Bar start?
I'm gonna say 1930.
Jam Bar probably started 1943.
I'm gonna say 1981.
Maybe like 1990.
I honestly have no idea.
Stay lit.
Is it Macti Virtut?
I have no idea.
Animus Liberalis?
Virtute something.
I believe we've had 8 presidents.
11?
So we have Jim Tressel, we have Dunn, we have Anderson, Sweet. I'm gonna say 10.
5.
11.
Like 10?
I'm gonna say 35.
Animus liberatus, Michael.
35 presidents.
Did you know the motto by chance?
I actually
I know
didn't.
you speak a little bit of Latin, so that's why I was wondering.
It's my third language.
What's your second?
That's a secret.
Maybe next episode.
It's my own language. I've made it up.
That is impressive, my friend. But that about does us for Michael and his multiple languages and everybody here at the Penguin Rundown. For news, highlights, and more, be sure to check out YSUsports.com and be sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat at Penguin Rundown 1. I'm John Schiraldi.
And I'm Yourstowsky. Thanks for tuning in, Penguin Nation.